Hello, how is everyone doing? It is your fallen angel back with another video. Today, we are going over the cause of the apparent inverse square, law of gravity. Before we get started, feel free to like and subscribe, and without further ado, let's begin. As Earth spins, the surface velocity and atmospheric velocity with it at any point varies according to its distance from Earth's center. An object sitting at sea level moves through the Omni slower than a body on top of Mount Everest. The voltage potential between the atmospheric gases at higher altitude and the ionosphere is lower, but the voltage potential between the atmosphere at the surface of Mount Everest is higher. Accordingly, for an object at sea level, the displacement of an omnitronic cloud is greater due to the greater total electric field of strength. The increase in velocity offsets the increase in field effects on the Omni, so the gravitational force is more or less equalized between low and high altitude for objects on the Earth, but gravitational effects decrease for airborne objects beyond Earth's surface charges above Mount Everest. The difference in these electrical potentials illustrates why there are differences in relative displacement of the omnitronic clouds within both Earth's gravity field and within bodies moving within the field, with a degree of displacement which is directly proportional to difference is so-called gravitational force and the dielectric strain. The comparison shows that a body at a higher altitude and a velocity has a lower gravity because the electric field has a lower displacing influence on the omnitronic cloudets, and vice versa. This is pertinent to the electropulsion because we must diminish, reverse, magnify, and otherwise control this displacement in order to instantly synthesize and control inertia, momentum, and gravity. The displacement influences the momentum because it affects the vibrating microhelical tubules and the way they bore through etheric space. Since the electric field is somewhat blocked out inside solid bodies, the tubules tend to drop to concentric rotation, thus transferring a downward force to the mass of which they are part. Gravity is a product of the resistance to this change in displacement. The reason why a moving sphere, when charged, experiences an increase in a virtual mass, that is an increase in the work required to move it, but not in its gravity, because the Faraday cage effect of the increased charges tends to increase the resistance to the movement of the Omni through the mass, affecting the negative charges on the Omni. Since the electric field and its displacing influence is altered by the difference in dielectric constant within and without solid bodies, the microhelical tubules tend to drop the concentric rotation, thus transferring a downward force to the mass of which they are a part. Gravity is a product of the resistance to this change in displacement. So guys, this was just a quick short video on the cause of the apparent inverse square on the law of gravity. Feel free to check us out on Patreon, Rumble, Twitter, Instagram, things of that nature. Also like and subscribe, leave a comment down below. This has been your Fallen Angel, and I am out.